Hey everybody, we are here at the Standard Residences Midtown to learn about this wonderful new pre-construction project coming to Midtown Miami. I'm here with one of my favorite people in real estate, Ann Nortmann, who's the Director of Sales here at the Standard. Thank you so much for having us, Ann.
Thank you for joining me today and taking the time to learn about the Standard.
As always, it's wonderful to see you. We go back a long way. I'm not going to say how long because that'll age us. We don't want to do that.
Exactly.
Ann, let's talk about this great project, the Standard Residences. Everyone knows the Standard name. Is this a hotel?
Great question. It is not a hotel. So this is the first Standard Residences worldwide. So we feel really lucky that we were chosen, that Miami was chosen to be the first Standard Residences. The Standard brand is all over the world. Started off in LA, it's in New York, London, Maldives, Thailand. They just opened Ibiza. So it's a really exciting time to join the Standard family.
So who is building the Standard? How does it all work? Who's architecting it? Let's talk about that.
Sure. Okay, so we'll start with our developer. So it's Carlos Rosso. He's very popular in real estate here in Miami. I think everybody knows him. He worked with Related for 20 years. He headed up their condo division. So he's got over 50 buildings that he was involved with developing. Arquitectonica is our architect. Carlos has worked with them on many, many buildings, and they've really developed, much of the skyline here in Miami.
Absolutely.
Our interior design company is Urban Robot. They're a local firm as well, and they are working in tandem with the Standard folks to make sure that this property looks and feels like a Standard. And our landscape architect is Natural Official, and they were the ones who did the landscaping at the Miami Beach location. So we're looking to do the same look and feel as the Standard and keep that all cohesive. And of course, our brand is the Standard, and that speaks for itself.
Wonderful, wonderful. So this project is located in Midtown, right across the street from Trader Joe's, on Northeast 1st Avenue, between 31st Street and 32nd Street. Did I get that right?
Yes.
All right.
Perfect.
So let's talk about what it means to be in Midtown and what this location has to offer.
So Midtown is an area that was master planned several years ago to be a residential community with a vibrant retail component. And because it was planned as such, you have all the commercial amenities that one would need to live. As simple as that sounds, it's actually kind of a unique concept here in Miami because many of our communities don't have everything you need to live. You have to get in a car to get to the supermarket or to go shopping. Here in Midtown, you really have everything. You've got the Trader Joe's across the street, we've got a Target in the neighborhood, but we've got hair salons, coffee shops, retail stores, and restaurants as well. So you really don't need a car to live in this location. Yeah,
Midtown is definitely a very special mini neighborhood. It really has just enough of everything to be self-sufficient, and it's not sprawling, so it doesn't take long to get to whatever it is you do want to get to.
And then directly below us, we have Wynwood. And Wynwood has got its own unique personality. Of course, it's got a tremendous number of nightclubs and restaurants and beautiful gallery spaces, but what's coming is a lot of office. And that office component, they're building the most beautiful office buildings in Wynwood. So that's really going to be a fantastic feeder market for the residential in Midtown.
Absolutely. So what does it mean for someone who buys into the Standard Residences, becomes an owner, a little part owner of the brand?
Yeah, so it's basically a way to own the Standard, right? So it's the first opportunity that you can have to actually own the Standard. The Standard will operate the residences very much like the hotels in terms of dictating the personality of the property. So all that cool, fun vibe that you find when you go to a Standard hotel, you're going to get that at the residences.
Awesome, awesome. So when you buy into a studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, you end up, of course, owning your unit yourself. And what are you allowed to do daily rentals here? What are the options of how you can utilize your unit? Can you live in it all year?
Yes.
What's the?
Okay, so at the residences, we have a minimum 30-day rental policy, and that was intentional. Many of our clients are going to be owner-occupied, and usually, in most cases, they're using it for part of the year. So they love the opportunity to be able to have to the flexibility to rent it out when they're not using it. But having the 30-day rental as opposed to a daily rental really upgrades the experience. Okay?
Absolutely. One of the things that differentiates a place that allows daily rentals versus 30-day rentals is you have a little bit less transients. So, you know, in a hotel, in an Airbnb style place or daily rental style place, you'll have people coming in and out every day with their suitcases, the lobby doing check-ins and check-outs. Whereas this 30-day rental feels a little bit more like home because you're going to see the same faces over the course of many months and years sometimes, and you have a little bit less hustle bustle. So you get all the amenities of the Standard and the lifestyle that you have with the Standard without sort of the transience of a typical hotel or daily rental, I think.
I couldn't have said it better.
Great. And speaking of that, let's talk about all the great amenities and lifestyle benefits that you're going to get by living in this particular project. Tell us about the amenities and how it all works.
So in terms of amenities, we have 2 on-site restaurants, one in our lobby level and one on the roof. A full fitness facility with pickleball court, full gym. We have a lot of social spaces, theater room, ping pong, and we've got co-working space with Zoom rooms, boardroom, open working space, and then of course we have a beautiful pool on the roof.
Okay, so let's talk about, you know, there's going to be these wonderful restaurants which are open to the public, so it's going to be like an in place to be, right?
Correct.
A destination location. Let's talk about a little bit of how that works with the privacy of the residents too.
Right, okay, so both restaurants have their own access point from the street. So the one that's on the lobby level has a door to the street. The other one has a door to 2 elevators which will go express up to the roof. So we don't actually have any of our restaurant guests walking through the lobby, so we have total privacy for the residents.
Excellent.
Yeah. And all the other amenities are just for residents. So the co-working space, for example, that's not something to be rented out. That's something that is for the exclusive use of the residents.
Wonderful. And then the rooftop pool is also residents only?
Correct.
And it's great that it's on a rooftop because you get sun all day, which is wonderful.
Exactly, and you do have the restaurant there, so when you're using the pool, you can get food and drink from the restaurant, but restaurant guests would not be able to access the pool.
And let's talk a little bit about the floor plans. What kind of floor plans do you offer, and let's give a little vibe of the price ranges.
Okay, sure. So we have studios, 1 bedrooms, 1 plus den, and 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
The price range goes from about $500,000 to about $1.2 million in this property, so it's very attainable. The whole project was geared towards that pied-à-terre buyer, so they kept the unit sizes efficient. We don't have any large units, although there are a few opportunities to do combinations.
Oh, nice. When's groundbreaking, and when do you think it's going to be finished?
So we are anticipating the groundbreaking at the end of this year. And it takes about 2 years to build a building, so the end of 24 is when we expect to deliver.
Well, that's, I guess, one of the benefits of having a 12-story building instead of a big high-rise is that it gets built a lot faster. It doesn't take 3-4 years to get built, so it's going to be done in about 2 years. That's wonderful. And thank you so much for your time in helping us understand this wonderful project, the Standard Midtown Residences.
It's been my pleasure to have you here today and to share all the information about the Standard.
Awesome. And if you guys have any further questions, comments, if you would like to know a little bit more about specific floor plans that may be of interest to you, or to learn a little more about the project or the neighborhood, feel free to reach out to us at any time. Thank you for watching.